Hello students, welcome to the online classes. In this video, we'll study the chapter of physics, electricity and magnetism. Magnetism is a force that is created when objects are attracted or repelled by one another. A magnetic field is the area around a magnet. The larger the magnet, and the closer an object is to the magnet, the greater the force of the magnetic field. The branch of physics that deals with the study of magnetic effects of electric current is called electromagnetism. Law of magnetism. Every magnet, whether large or small, has exactly two poles. Each pole is either north or north seeking or south seeking. The law of magnetism states that like poles repel each other and unlike poles attract each other. The other law of magnetism followed by all magnets are: the first is directive property. When a magnet is suspended freely, it always orients itself in the north-south direction. The next is attractive property. A magnet can attract magnetic materials like iron, steel, nickel or cobalt. The magnetic strength of the magnet is strongest at the poles and weakest at the center of the magnet. The next is poles exist in pairs. If a magnet is broken into small pieces, then each small piece is a complete magnet with both the poles, the north pole and the south pole. And the next is force of attraction. The force between the two magnets depends inversely upon the square of the distance between them. Now we'll study about electromagnetism. To produce a much stronger magnetic field, we need to use electricity by using coils of wire wound around a soft magnetic material such as an iron core. We can produce very strong electromagnets for use in many different types of electrical applications. This use of coils of wire produces a relationship between electricity and magnetism that gives us another form of magnetism called electromagnetism. Electromagnetism is a phenomenon where a magnetic field is created by introducing current in the conductor, making it behave like a magnet. When a conductor is charged electrically, the magnetic lines of force around it generates the magnetic lines of force around it. Now we'll study about electromagnets. When a wire is wound around a soft iron core or a bar and an electric current is passed through the wire, the soft iron core or bar behaves as a magnet. The strength of this magnet is much more than the magnetic effect produced by the wire alone. When the current is removed, the soft iron loses its magnetism. Thus, a soft iron behaves like a magnet only when the wire around it carries a current. A temporary magnet of this kind is called an electromagnet. Electromagnets are generally eye-shaped or straight or U-shaped or shaped like a horseshoe. When a current is passed through them, a magnetic field is produced around the coil which magnetizes the soft iron bar and thus attracting the magnetic material towards itself. The strength of the magnetic field of an electromagnet depends upon the strength of the electric current. The more the current will flow, the stronger is the magnetic field. It depends on the number of turns of the wire in the electromagnet. The more the number of turns of coil, the stronger is the magnetic field. And the next is the strength of electromagnets depends on the material of the core on which the wire is wound. The core of high permeability increases the strength of magnetic field. For example, copper is a better conductor than iron. Now we'll study about the applications of electromagnets. Electromagnets are used in many electric devices like the doorbells, telephones, loudspeakers, and tape recorders. In many industries, electromagnets are used to sort iron from the other metals in the junkyard. Maglev trains, or simply maglevs, are high-speed trains that have powerful electromagnets to levitate or lift and move them. In the medical field, MRI is a well-known technique useful for imaging soft tissues of the body. The MRI machine has superconducting magnets that create a strong magnetic field around the body of the patient. A popular application of electromagnet is in security systems. Electromagnetic locks, also known as mag locks. Now we'll study about electric bell. An electric bell is a common electric gadget used in almost every home, school, and offices as an alarm equipment. An electric bell consists of a U-shaped electromagnet in front of which a soft iron strip or armature supported by a spring which is connected with an adjustable screw. An iron hammer is attached to the armature or iron strip which can move to and fro depending upon the movement of the iron strip. The armature carries at its back of the metal strip is flexible, which is in its normal position, remains in the contact with a screw. A metallic gong is fixed to the baseboard and hammered to strike on it. One end of the coil of the electromagnet is connected to terminal T1 and the other end is connected to the spring which through the adjustable screw is connected to the terminal T2. When the terminals are connected to a battery and the switch is pressed, the current flows through the contact points creating an electromagnet. Working of electric bell. When we press the push button fixed on the battery, the current flows through the contact points creating an electromagnet. This magnetizes the U-shaped electromagnet and attracts the armature towards it. The hammer fitted with the strip gives a strike on the gong producing sound. During this, the circuit is broken, that is, the contact of the attached spring with the screw is broken. As a result, the current stops flowing and the electromagnet is demagnetized. Due to this, the action of the spring, the armature comes to its previous position, that is, comes in contact with the screw and the circuit is again completed. Each action of the armature or strip causes the hammer to strike the gong, and the same process is repeated many times and the bell goes on ringing. Okay students, in the next video we'll continue with the chapter. Thank you and God bless.